live in studio. What a pleasure. Eddie Izzard. Let's give him an official welcome. Let's give him a nice Breakfast Express welcome. The man, the legend that is Eddie Izzard. You're sitting in the presence of genius. Well, I've got Donovan on the line. Donovan, you say you're a huge fan.
I'm a very huge fan. Eddie, I've heard a rumor about 5-6 years ago that you unfortunately had kicked the bucket.
Yes, I did 5-6 years ago. I did actually die 5 or 6
You did
years
actually
ago.
die.
No, I just kicked a bucket. There was a bucket that was in the way. Actually, I used to be in a double act, and my partner did once kick a bucket, and it flew through the air because some kids were playing around with it. But that was the only time. No, I'm not. I'm planning to stick around for some while.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Cool, Donovan.
Thank you so much.
By the way, it's just an imposter we have in the studio. Eddie did kick the bucket 6 years ago. Love it. Well, Michael, what's your question from Kempton Park?
What is the make and the cost of the most expensive pair of women's shoes that you ever bought?
Well, I don't call them women's shoes. I just call them high heels because I bought them, so they're my shoes too. I don't know. I bought. There were some Prada heels. I got a pair of black Prada heels, which are about 3-inch heels, but they were pretty expensive. I think they were something like 750 quid.
Oh, wow.
So,
Oh, my.
But yeah, I mean, heels do go into crazy
Yes, they do.
prices.
Got Christian Laboutines?
No,
Louboutin.
I'm not a brilliant clothes buyer, but I do sometimes see shoes and think, oh, we'll have to go for those. But the girls' shoes are I'm saying girls' shoes now, but they're much more interesting than boys' shoes,
Yes,
which just
yes.
tend to be shoes with laces, without laces, with laces, without laces. That's it, or it's sort of Timberland type boots. Or there's so few choices, whereas the girls' shoes do go into just heaps and heaps of Imelda Marcos type direction of shoes.
Yes.
Ursula from Edenvale, good morning.
Eddie, what made you move away from your cross-dressing routine?
Well, as I was saying, I haven't moved away. I went further right up to a very girly look, then it's gone back to a more boy and girl look, and I've got painted nails at the moment, but you can't see it because it's on radio. And I haven't. I am a fully paid-up member of the transvestite community, even though there's nothing to pay. And I'm out. It's genetics, you see. But I have got a lot of boy genes in there and the girly genetic. But I've got all the boy football genetic. I was going to be in the army genetic, the running marathons genetic. I've got all that one. So doing stand-up in different languages genetic, which is, I don't know what that is.
You have a better dress sense than most women, so...
Well, I think I come medium. I think I come halfway up the list. I think, yes. But thank you. I don't think comedy will save the world. Rock and roll will not save the world. The melting pot will. As I'm going into politics, I've studied this. And I'm going around the world and studying all these other countries and how it works. And it is the cities and it is the melting pot that saves the world, because then we can learn, actually, no, we're all the same. We go on about, the right-wing media goes on about the differences, but in fact, we're all just the same genetics, And we've had wars about everything except eye colour. Have you noticed that? We've never had wars on eye colour because you can't actually tell who you're fighting until you get really up close. All right, you should hate this guy. I think you're bluish green, aren't you? So it's crazy humans that we are.
Hey, fantastic. Eddie Izzard, always an honour and a privilege having you in studio and in the country as well. Eddie, have a great show, man.
Thanks very much. I will. I think the show's in a very good place. It'll be fun.
Okay, Force Majeure. It's for this leg of the world tour. This is where it stops. He goes on hiatus for a little while. Eddie, again, thank you, sir. Let's give Eddie a nice round of applause.
Thanks very much, guys.
Standing ovations all around. I'm predicting that tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night.